Watch this video before it's removed from the internet.
It started out with what we call the microwave oven experiments, where they just took a human being, stuck him in a building, focused the big antenna on him, pumped out 100 million watts of power in, hooked the people in that radar beam. They got it to the point where they could actually type in a command to the computer, and the computer would pulse a transmitter, and the person would do it to some extent. Then,
so there were triggering mechanisms in the brain.
Don't know if
Through a
the
computer?
brain direct or the psyche. See, here we're getting to the question: is your intelligence in the brain, or is it some quantum function that's outside the brain? I personally believe the brain is a computer interface, and that your intelligence is outside the brain. There are documentation of a number of people existing without a brain. We had developed the microwave oven experiment to the point where they got it. They could type in the command, they could get the person to act like a chicken or whatever it is. Of course, Duncan here was one of those research people that they hit with this. Why someone didn't realize that this would burn out the person's brain, I don't know.
Clock.
And it was finally realized, well, if we turn the antenna around, the non-physical energetic component go through the antenna, and the burning rays would be reflected off into the atmosphere. They had a system which they were able to enter the mind of a human being by typing in computer commands. Now, at the same time, this group had heard of some of the alien interchange, the alien research. They heard that the aliens had a chair deal, that you could sit a human being in and it would read out everything that's in his mind. Of course, they were very interested to interface that into the computer. Hey, we had a computer that could take thoughts and make them real, manifest them. So what they wanted to be able to do was sit Duncan in a chair, have him concentrate on Tom Tulene here, create in his mind a virtual reality where Tom Tulene is acting like a chicken. This would go through the computers, go out the transmitter. It would spread out, would find Tom like a radionics who would, converge on Tom. Tom would be compelled to act like a chicken. They made essentially a mind amplifier.
There would be enough horsepower to overtake a person's normal defense system.
Is it your mind interfacing with my mind?
Yes,
or is it some collective mind?
It would be an artificial presentation of instructions to do work which would integrate with
my mind, with my normal electrical functions in my brain?
Your brain, your auric field, your spirit, energetic / electromagnetic, which in this reality form are highly structured and based into.
Sure. Develop a mind amplifier where a person such as Duncan, who's been trained in a virtual reality project, something very similar to the Lawnmower Man movie, he would be sat in that chair. The radio equipment, the computer equipment, the transmitter equipment would pick up that virtual reality by a group of coils and different kinds of sensors. We'll go to a massive computer bank. The computer will align it, stabilize it, all that good stuff, control it, store it. The computer would then feed it to the actual radar transmitter, which would transmit out electromagnetic equivalent of what we call thought form in the metaphysics field, and transmit this thought form out at lots and lots of CW power. What they noticed is this thing had enough power they could actually materialize things. Now, as if Duncan could form something in his mind, this thing had the power to actually bring it into physical reality and materialize.
Through the system at the end of the process, it would occur.
A favorite was a can of Budweiser beer on the base commander's desk. The base commander liked Bud. So they showed Duncan a picture of the base commander's desk in his office, and he would visualize in his virtual reality a can of Budweiser beer sitting on that desk. Sure enough, it would appear on that desk. And the guy could drink it, it didn't poison him or anything. He said it was very good. It was better than typical Bud was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Something very peculiar was happening. He might concentrate at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The can of beer might appear 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, anywhere in that stretch. It would be out of real time. So it was realized, hey, this thing will bend time. Of course, they got all excited over that. They told us, learn everything you can about time, how to control it, what it is. And they sent the whole group of us technical scientific people out to study time.